People will be people. And that means there will be times when everyone will be stupid, trusting that the person next to them knows what's going on. Spoiler alert, they don't. So here today, we are showing off some times where mass stupidity backfired horribly. Ever wonder why Americans always say things like double quarter pounder instead of half-pound burgers? Well, it's because they don't know fractions. In the 1980s, A&W released a third-pound burger to compete with McDonald's quarter pounder. But Americans just saw a 4 and a 3 and collectively decided the quarter-pound burger was more burger. And fast food companies have never messed with fractions since. But that's not nearly as bad as the time that people almost let tulips, of all flowers, cause a nationwide recession. In the 1630s, tulip flowers became the biggest trend in the Netherlands. At first, they were nice flowers to show your status, but soon people started selling tulips at a higher price than what they bought them for. Then those people would sell the tulips at a higher price, and the chain continued until the cost of a single tulip was worth 10 times the yearly salary of a common worker. Then, when everyone collectively came to their senses, the price of the tulip mania ended, and the price of the flower crashed to a reasonable price. Good thing we collectively learned that if something's only value is that it can be resold at a higher price, then it doesn't really have any value. So anyways, how about those NFTs? Let's fast forward to April 1st, 1957. The BBC has just aired an April Fool's documentary about how spaghetti is grown and harvested from trees. The news channel believed the claim would be so outlandish that people would clearly see it was a joke. They severely underestimated human stupidity. Audience members called in, asking how they could cultivate and care for their own spaghetti trees. Some people apparently even purchased trees from strangers that they claimed would grow spaghetti once matured. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, China wanted to improve the quality of life for its citizens and created several campaigns to do so, one of which was the Four Pests campaign, where China wanted to get rid of their 4 major pests: rats, flies, mosquitoes, and sparrows. Sparrows were responsible for eating grains and fruit, so farmers were especially aggressive towards this bird. They would run outside and shoot sparrows, bang them with pots or pans, and smash their nests. The only place that sparrows could be safe was the Polish embassy, which became swarmed with the birds. But Chinese citizens stood outside the building and banged drums until the birds died of exhaustion. There were so many dead birds that embassy workers had to clear them with a shovel. As it turns out, sparrows also eat insects that do far more damage to crops. So by getting rid of all of the sparrows, China forced a massive food shortage, and over 20 million people died as a result. And let's wrap things up back in the United States. In 2008, shoppers were swarming their local stores for Black Friday deals. But during the commotion, the customers broke down the door and trampled an employee. He was in critical condition. But when the paramedics tried to help him, they were trampled too by another wave of people who wanted to save 40% on items. People aren't going to change. We were stupid then, and we'll be stupid tomorrow. But at the very least, we have moments like these that we can laugh and cringe at.